is to bridge the gap between pushing my students to work hard and really still getting as much joy out of what we do. Excuse me. Okay? As much joy as possible. I don't know if any of you have this in common with my wife, but whenever we do a deep clean of the house, just to soothe the tone, we kind of like to sit and stare and smell. Just so clean, so sterile, so everything is like, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. And it feels really good to know that your house from top to bottom. Well, I have, but the thing is that knowing what it's going to be like once it's done helps us to stay motivated while we're sweating like pigs on our hands and knees, scrubbing the floor, cleaning this, doing that, washing this, drying that, and then so it's committing to the process and not being afraid of the process. When you see that big overflowing pile that somewhere underneath is a laundry basket, and you know it's got to be folded and put away, and there's like, oh, I don't know, 50 socks in it, and half of them don't have matches, or this has to be taken care of, or we just had some big messy dinner last night. We had tacos. They were awesome. All right, but you've got this and you've got that. The tacos got a lot of ingredients, right? So if you do it right, and it was just massive mess in the kitchen, and it was 7:45 p.m. because we usually eat at 6:30. All right, but we were just, everybody's behind when the time changes, right? So, and I'm just sitting there and I look at the kitchen and I go, well, I guess I better get started. It's not going to clean itself. So, and the same thing with your music. If you sit there and stare at your music and look at your instrument and say, well, it's not going to learn itself. So, respecting and committing to and really going after the process. These dangerous weight loss pills versus diet and exercise and taking care of your lifestyle. Which one do you choose? Do you choose the quick solution that in the long run won't help you, or do you choose the one that and commit to the process to get there? Okay? Yeah, I think it's enough analogies. All right? Style, accent half notes, really exaggerated concepts, and light chords. Alright, not bad. I'd say a little bit fuller sound from most instruments in the room at the beginning, but when we get to 5, it should not be the same volume. Yup, up, 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 up. We're take some edge off the top. Okay, here we go. E, da, da. People in the second measure going, dee, up, da. You're slurring. Dee, up, da, 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 da. Ta, 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 ta. You are not allowed to slur if there's not a slur mark. All right, you must attack. Okay? We must keep the quarter notes light. It sticks out every time we don't do it right. Right? 22. Remember, 22 is still here. Don't bring it down yet. 22 is still here. Pick up to 22 and 1, 2, 1. No, stop playing slower and don't play with that tone. We're not going to do this. Don't react. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and I'm sorry, pick up, 1, 2, 1. You gonna learn that part? You know, when you guys are here for when and you're not practicing, you're gonna learn that part? So you just sit there and look at me. It's up to you. It's up to you. If you want it to sound like that, you go right ahead. You decide how you want us to sound. Here we go. Pick up the 22. See what I mean? Do I have to say that in order to get you to do what you're supposed to have done by now? I wanted you on euphonium. You requested that. Here we go. 1, 2, 1. You can't talk a big game and then make mistakes like that. You can't. You can't. It's just too many mistakes for 1 week. 1 week before I know it. 1 week. Too many mistakes. Too many mistakes. Pick up the trio, please. Ready? 1, 2, 1. D, F, G, A, B flat. Just like you're playing D, E, F, G, B flat. You're not playing the right group of notes right there. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Try again. Pick up the trio. And 1, 2, 1. Make the same mistake again. You're adding an E flat in there or something. There's 2 measures. D, F, G, A, B flat, A, G. You're making the same mistake. There is no E flat in either of those measures. It goes from D to F. That's where the mistake is happening. Do it again. we have to maintain our tempo when we're slower. All right, we're starting to slip. Ready? 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1. Yeah, this is where it gets hard because you hear people not playing the right tempo. So it's like you're literally lasered into me. Good. That's correct. Drag them across the rocks. They'll eventually get up because it'll hurt. Okay? All right. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 1. Still round each other. Play those two measures in quarter notes. All right, now start two measures before that. Give me a nice clean attack. T, ta, ta, ta. That's correct. Good. Let's do it again. Ready? And 1, 2, 1. Same problem, but that wasn't just one person. These quarter notes, bop, beep, bop, 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 bop. We're just kind of all over the place. Right, dead between 39 and 45. 8 measures before 50, or at 39 and 55. Please start at 47. Ninth measure 39, or 8 measures before 55. Let's start there, please. 1, 2, ready. 1, 2, Ready? If you have all quarters. 1, 2, ready, and. That's got to be way lighter. Bump, 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 bump. Again. 1, 2, ready, and. Once more. 1, 2, ready. Bop, 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 bop. Last note, G flat. Second finger. And then it leads into an F. Bump, 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 bump. Right? Try it again, same people. 1, 2, ready, and. Right, at the next note. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay? Or is yours good? Good job, Michael. D. Oh, that's poor scoring. All right, so your G flat leads into their next note. So, you. Okay, it's a passing tone. All right, when you have a note that you're going in a melody from this, and the target note is this, the notes that are along the way, sometimes we can call them passing tones, is an expression. We'll learn about that. Okay. So everybody, again, 8 measures before 55. Okay. And 1, 2, and we have so much music. We're not getting through the march. Here we go. 1, 2, and everybody individually practice for 90 seconds. When I come back in here, I want the band that I have off screen. Let's go, That's what I heard, trumpet. Sounds like a klaxon horn. You know what that is? Right? It's like this loud, like horn that the Brits started putting on their cars in the 1920s. People walking right up the street. They're getting hit. It was worse than people with cell phones. People that aren't aware that cars are going to run you over. They're going that kind of stuff. Loud klaxon horn. That's a horn. It's a trumpet, which is a horn, right? That's a saxophone horn. Flute, clarinet, horns. They're wind instruments. A horn, expression for wind instrument, right? What you have to be working towards when you're developing your sound is to make it not sound like a horn. Make it sound like a voice, right? Specifically a voice, right? That includes those things, right? Every single sound that is created in a band has a purpose, right? It is one of those things where if a band is playing something and they don't have a snare drum and they're having trouble with tempo, but you put a snare to it, and all of a sudden they're there. It's better. So again, we don't realize how reliant we are, right? But when I listen from inside my office and I hear on a last note, it makes me wonder: do you realize what you sound like? If you want to feel bad about yourself, record yourself practicing. Every time I'm practicing something and I want to sound better at it, I record myself. Okay? Here. So as I'm getting ready for this piccolo trumpet thing, that's called Fanfare à Blazen. There's this CBS Sunday morning TV show. It's called CBS Sunday Morning. It's for old people that get up early and watch this stuff. People that were into Dateline and 60 Minutes and all these news, kind of, driven shows, but with research behind it. And at the beginning of it, there's just a piccolo trumpet that plays this little melody at the beginning where it shows like this rising sun and then the CBS symbol, and it says CBS Sunday Morning. And that's the same fanfare. But I play that when I'm getting warmed up and I'm about to start practicing piccolo trumpet. I play that first because it takes a certain ear and style and everything that you need in order to sound correct on it. And I saved that one. And I also have another one that I won't play for you right now because I don't want to hurt your ears or embarrass myself. But I have another recording of myself playing that, and it was so bad, it just didn't come out right. It didn't come out right, but I saved the recording, and I listen to it every now and then. So record yourself playing, and then one of the first things you'll say is, why do I do that? Why do I do that when I play? Just certain things about your sound, or you're going to be hyper judgmental of yourself, highly judgmental. You are your toughest critic, or at least most people are, and so then you try it again, and then you try to record yourself, and you try to get a recording that you like. Nellie, when you were preparing for East Region Jazz, how'd you feel about your recordings that you made? Why not? Because what? You didn't think you sounded good. There were some parts in there that did sound good. That's why you got the points and you made the band. Okay? Evan, when you went in for your all-district audition, how'd you feel when you walked out of the room? Because I was one of his judges. Terrible.
I was like anxious.
I felt like this three-way level of disappointment from you. Like, I feel like I did poorly. I feel like I let myself down. And he kind of gave me this look when he was leaving, as if to say, sorry. Almost like you let me down. Mm-hmm. All right? But I have to remain impartial, obviously, as a judge, and just let that go. But, and you didn't let me down, just so you know, right? You guys, when you do these things happen, right? Things happen. But if you were to ask Levi about his East Region Jazz solo, he would scoff and roll his eyes and say, let's not talk about it, all right? Even though it sounded, I thought, pretty good. But when we record ourselves, it hears everything. And then we start hearing things about ourselves that we didn't know were a thing. I told you about the trumpet player I taught years ago, and she did this dubois sound when she played. And she was convinced that she didn't. So I recorded her. And she still kind of didn't hear it. So then I recorded myself and then played it back for her and then played hers. And then she goes, oh, I hear it now. So, but I'm not saying do that because I want you to feel bad about yourself. I'm saying do that because it awakens you to things about yourself as a player that will in the long run make you better. Okay? We've talked about auditions and what they do to you. So, what can happen? Anything and everything, right? Okay, let's keep going. 8 measures before 55. Right where we were. Let's regroup. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. arch and you kind of see, it's nice. Not special. Peanut butter jelly sandwich, bag of chips. Not special, right? But then you look at this euphonium part right here, and you go, oh. And I heard it. Okay, there's some stuff. All right, 55. Let's carry on. 55. 55 and 1, 2, ready, nice and light. Do it again. Make sure we get too loud, we keep it down, with the exception of you at home. Okay? 55, right? And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, top, deep, da da deep, top, top. It starts now, deep, da da da, da. All right, don't cork the bottle. Play the last two measures. 1, 2, ready. Again, last two. 1, 2, ready. That was good. Okay, now, take your pencils and I want you to put great emphasis on the 2 accented half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 measures from the end. Almost everybody except for piccolo flute. Yep. So da da dee da 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 dee da make sure we really hear that. Okay. Can we play the last 8 measures of the song, please? Last 8 measures. It's measure 95. Here we go. Keep your marking. Here we go. Nice, brilliant accent. 1, 2, ready. Yeah, you can be, I think they can ring just a smidge longer. So it's not at the end. Yeah, that was a good accent. I like the accent you guys are playing. It feels nice. We're gonna make sure you don't allow it to get heavy. Heavy. Do any of you guys eat at Golden Corral?
No.
Is that a trashy place now?
Yeah.
It's decent.
Well, I'm telling
I went
you,
to steaks there.
Golden Corral used to be the place.
Mm-hmm. So
This is
good.
in the 80s and 90s. There's this cheap, nappy-looking hibachi place right across the street from Panda's Express.
Yes.
Okay, that used to be a place called Ryan's Steakhouse. It was a lot like Golden Corral, a little bit smaller. Both of those places are great. And just a few doors down, Red Lobster used to be like a deluxe, fancy, expensive dinner. The last couple of times I went in there, and Longhorn, it was full of the trashiest people, making all kinds of, I was just like, this used to be fine dining. Red Lobster are really there for the Cheddar Bay biscuits. Right? They're pretty amazing. It's just that way. But, just put my shrimp in the box. But I was going to describe Golden Corral. If you were to have dinner at Golden Corral and then the walk towards the parking lot after what you just done to yourself. okay? Because you pay the money, you have this super long trough, is what it is. They call it a buffet, it's a trough. We're piggies when we're in there, all right? I'm not judging you, don't judge me. Don't look at how much macaroni and cheese I have on my plate, okay? But that feeling going towards the car, like every time I come here, I do this every time. It's like I know I'm gonna do it again. So, as soon as you start playing a march heavy, that's how it starts to feel. Like you're just dragging dead weight out to the car, wheelchair, okay? All right, it's close, we still worked on things, right? We still worked on things, so be conscious of the march, don't sleep on the march. Make sure that you are practicing the march just the same as the other two pieces, okay? All right, Arctic Fire, yes ma'am?
Oh my God.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. While I'm thinking, it's on around and shaking. You guys can keep your piece where it is. Asia, the very last note of chorale and shaker review. I guess you just have an E. I think all clarinets have an E. Is that right? Top space E? When we get there, we're going to change it. All right? We're going to give you clarinet. All right? And then VO, and maybe one other person, we're going to give the second trumpet G sharp. Just a little more reinforcement if for some reason we get to the end and you're playing on your G's. Okay, hopefully not, but here we go. Yes, ma'am. Oh, the last note? Oh, yeah, it's a high B natural for the last note, high B natural. So just at the very last measure, so after the end of your trill, B. Okay? Yes. Yes, you are. Okay. I do have some music printed out to sight read. And I'll be printing more. I'm just stuffing those sight reading folders and getting thicker. But I thought we would start doing the full selections at our after-school rehearsal tomorrow. We'll do 2 selections. We'll do one, go through the whole process, and I'll tell you how you did. And then we'll do the second one consecutively right behind it. And then on Thursday, I'll give you a couple of selections that might be maybe just a little bit more challenging. But in class, we're still gonna do the sight reading factory. I plan on just a little bit in here doing a little bit of individual part, like ensemble split parts, sight reading factory before we're done today. Okay? All right. Here you go. I have to remember that it's not slow. We have to remember that it's not slow at the beginning. But it starts with me. Rich, beautiful first note. Yes, sir?
Do we need to get those reviews so we have it before on 84?
Yeah. Thank you for the reminder.
Adrian, are you going to explode?
Yes. I wish I
How
do.
many used to we need? Do you all have muted parts? No problem at all. Thanks for the reminder. I need to remember to give, Campbell, straight meat as well. Practice. It's not just playing with it, it's the practice of taking it, putting anything out. Okay? Alright, here we go. Ready? Ooh, did you hear what you just did? Hear how you whipped that note? Whip. So you knew you did it, so you heard it. Just release. Just release air, like you're hitting the pause button. And everything pauses in place. Okay? Good. Yeah, you guys can play louder. Right? You guys can play a little louder.
Okay.
Okay? Here we go. That's right, trust it. Now where's this one? Don't be slow. Big crescendo. 1, 2, 3. That's nice. That roll started late. That roll started late. 1 before 42. That roll came in on beat 2. Alright? And when we're playing bop, 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 you just have to trust. You have to feel and you have to trust.
Yeah.
Right? Right now it's a little bit this. I think a little bit more bounce is going to help you stay loose and lock with me. Okay? That's going to help. Alright? So overall, pretty good. I think are these things that do that? I want to make sure we feel it. Make sure we feel them. Okay? Alright. Let's see. 36. 2, ready. Don't cut off early. Good. Good. As soon as you adjusted that articulation, it was better. Right? Now let's go back to 36 so Mr. Day can do the rest of the 42. Here we go. Ready? Now, if you were the director and you're at MPA and you got to 42 and it was too slow, would you try to start pushing everybody forward? Because you might as well be on the back end of a cow trying to push them and make them go. Like, without any cattle prods. Okay, they go with a prod, they don't feel good. Okay? Alright, so if something weird were to happen to the tempo, just go with. Just go with. Alright? But I'm already giving myself 50 lashings on the inside for doing that. Okay? Alright, so allow Mr. Day take a moment to mark his score. Good. I just wrote a 2-letter word. Over at 42. Let me guess it? Go! That's right. Yes, ma'am?
Because at 45 words for huge, but they're not, is that meant to be like that?
Who's not?
On the first trumpet?
Cause we have the da-da-da-da, and then they have the response to that.
And then we have that same thing together at 47.
Mm-hmm.